Welcome to my channel, HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I am going to tell you about the United States of America's wheat pennies, which are very old and very valuable. If you have them, take advantage of them. Top 1. The 1917 Lincoln Wheat Penny, struck at the San Francisco Mint and marked with the S Mint mark, holds a special place in the history of American numismatics. This coin is not just a piece of currency but a reflection of a crucial era in the United States, a time marked by World War I, economic shifts, and significant advancements in coinage production. Owning a 1917 Lincoln Wheat Penny is like holding a small piece of history, a reminder of the past and a treasure for collectors who appreciate its rarity and significance. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat Penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, breaking the tradition of using symbolic representations. The obverse of the 1917 penny showcases a right-facing portrait of Lincoln with the word "Liberty" to the left and the year 1917 to the right. Above his head, the motto, "In God We Trust," is prominently displayed. This design was revolutionary for its time, solidifying Lincoln's legacy in American currency. On the reverse, the coin features two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. The Latin phrase E pluribus unum appears at the top, symbolizing the unity of the nation. The wheat ears represent prosperity and growth, making this design one of the most iconic in U.S. coinage history. Over the years, the Wheat Penny series has gained immense popularity among collectors, with certain years and mint marks being particularly rare and valuable. The 1917 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in San Francisco, one of 3 U.S. mints producing pennies that year, alongside Philadelphia and Denver. While millions of these pennies were struck, very few have survived in excellent condition. The San Francisco Mint was known for its lower production numbers compared to Philadelphia, making the Mint mark version scarcer and high grades. Many of these coins entered circulation and suffered significant wear, making uncirculated or near-mint examples exceedingly rare. Collectors highly seek after the 1917 Wheat Penny due to its historical context and relative scarcity. Finding one with sharp details, original luster, and minimal wear is a true challenge. Coins that have been well preserved over the decades, especially those graded by professional services, command substantial prices in the numismatic market. The value of a 1917 penny depends on its condition, with worn examples being more common and affordable, while high-grade specimens can fetch astonishing amounts at auctions. This coin represents an era when America was undergoing tremendous change. The nation was deeply involved in World War I, and everyday life was evolving rapidly. People carried these pennies in their pockets, used them for daily transactions, and unknowingly contributed to the rich history that collectors now cherish. Owning a 1917 Lincoln Wheat Penny is like holding a direct link to that time, a tangible connection to the past. Now, the most exciting part: the incredible value of this historic coin. If you are fortunate enough to possess a well-preserved, high-grade 1917 Lincoln Wheat Penny, its worth reaches an astonishing $199,000. Top 2. The 1924 Lincoln Wheat Penny, struck at the San Francisco Mint and bearing the Mint mark, stands as a remarkable piece in the world of numismatics. This coin is not just an ordinary cent, it carries with it the history of a nation undergoing significant economic and social change. The 1920s were a period of rapid industrial growth, cultural evolution, and financial expansion in the United States. Yet, within this period of prosperity, certain coins, like the 1924 Lincoln Wheat Penny, became rare treasures sought after by collectors worldwide. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It marked a significant departure from the previous designs of U.S. coins, as it was the first to feature a real historical figure. The obverse of the 1924 Lincoln Wheat Penny showcases a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, with the word "Liberty" to his left, and the year 1924 to his right. Above his head, the national motto, "In God We Trust," is prominently displayed, reinforcing the coin's patriotic symbolism. The reverse of the coin features two wheat stalks framing the denomination, 1 cent, and the words, "United States of America." Above them, the Latin phrase, "E pluribus unum," appears, representing the unity of the nation. The wheat ears symbolize agricultural prosperity and growth, a fitting tribute to America's hardworking citizens at the time. This classic design remained in circulation until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. The 1924 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in San Francisco, which was known for producing lower mintage numbers compared to the Philadelphia and Denver mints. While millions of pennies were struck that year, many of them saw extensive circulation, making high-grade examples incredibly rare. San Francisco mint coins often suffered from weak strikes, which further adds to the difficulty of finding well-preserved specimens. Collectors and numismatists prize the 1924 Lincoln Wheat Penny due to its relative scarcity and historical significance. Coins from this era faced harsh conditions. Many were used for everyday transactions, exposed to elements, and stored without proper care. As a result, finding one in near mint or uncirculated condition is an extraordinary feat. High-grade specimens, particularly those with full details and original luster, are considered numismatic treasures. This coin serves as a reminder of the Roaring Twenties, a time when America was booming with innovation, jazz music was taking over the cultural scene, and the economy was flourishing. People who held these pennies in their pockets likely never imagined that, nearly a century later, collectors and enthusiasts would be willing to pay extraordinary amounts to own one in pristine condition. Each coin tells a story of a past era, making it far more than just a piece of metal. It's a link to history. And now, for the most thrilling part, the astonishing value of this rare coin. If you happen to possess a well-preserved, high-grade 1924 Lincoln Wheat Penny, its worth reaches an incredible $191,000. Top 3. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny, struck without a mint mark, is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. This coin, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, carries with it the legacy of a nation on the brink of World War II. The early 1940s were a time of great change, both in the United States and across the world. As the country emerged from the Great Depression and began preparing for war, everyday items, including coins, took on new significance. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny remains one of the most collected coins from this era, admired for its classic design, historical importance, and scarcity in high-grade conditions. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat Penny series was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, a major shift from previous coin designs that often displayed allegorical representations of liberty. The obverse of the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, with the word, "Liberty," inscribed to his left and the date, 1941, to his right. Above his head, the phrase, "In God We Trust," is prominently displayed, reinforcing the nation's deep-rooted values. On the reverse, two wheat stalks frame the words, 1 cent, and United States of America, symbolizing prosperity and agricultural strength. Above them, the Latin phrase, "E pluribus unum," is inscribed, meaning, "Out of many one," a testament to the unity of the United States. This design remained in circulation until 1958, when the Wheat Penny series was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced in massive quantities, as demand for coinage increased with the economic recovery. Millions of these pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but only a fraction remain in pristine condition today. Most of these coins saw extensive circulation, enduring years of wear and tear. As a result, high-quality examples, especially those with sharp details and original red luster, are extremely difficult to find and highly sought after by collectors. Despite its high mintage, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny has several key varieties and errors that make it even more desirable. Some rare specimens exhibit doubling in the lettering or date, while others have unique die cracks that add to their rarity. These era coins can command significantly higher prices, making them a favorite among numismatists. Additionally, uncirculated examples with a strong strike and full luster are considered gems in the collecting community. The story of this coin is deeply intertwined with the historical events of the time. In 1941, the United States was on the verge of entering World War II following the attack on Pearl Harbor. The nation was undergoing a transformation, shifting from economic recovery to full-scale war production. Coins like the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny were part of everyday life for millions of Americans, used in transactions that fueled the economy and supported the war effort. Each surviving penny from this period serves as a tangible connection to history, a reminder of resilience and perseverance during uncertain times. Now, for the most exciting revelation, the true worth of this remarkable coin. If you happen to possess a well-preserved, high-grade 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny with sharp details and original luster, its value reaches an astounding $161,300. Top 4. The 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D Mint mark is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, a coin that carries the legacy of a nation emerging from World War II. Struck at the Denver Mint, this penny is not just a piece of currency but a symbol of resilience, unity, and the post-war economic boom that shaped modern America. The mid-1940s were a time of profound change. As soldiers returned home, industries shifted from war production to peacetime economy, and everyday items, like coins, took on deeper historical significance. The 1945 D Wheat Penny remains a treasured artifact among collectors, not only for its rich history but also for its rarity and pristine condition. Designed by the legendary Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat Penny series was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It marked a groundbreaking shift in U.S. coinage, as it was the first American coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbolic representation of liberty. The obverse of the 1945 D Lincoln Wheat Penny showcases a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, with Liberty inscribed to his left and the date 1945, accompanied by the D Mint mark to his right. Above his head, the powerful motto, "In God We Trust," serves as a reminder of the nation's enduring values. Flipping the coin over, the reverse design features two stylized wheat stalks framing the words, 1 cent, and United States of America. Above, the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one, highlights the country's unity. This classic design remained in circulation until 1958, when the Wheat Penny series was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial reverse. The 1945 D Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck in massive quantities, as the economy transitioned from wartime restrictions to a booming peacetime era. Millions of these pennies entered circulation, serving as everyday currency for Americans rebuilding their lives after the war. However, most of these coins saw extensive use, making well-preserved examples exceptionally rare. High-grade specimens with sharp details and original red luster are difficult to find and highly coveted by collectors. Despite its high mintage, the 1945 D Wheat Penny has several fascinating varieties and errors that make it even more valuable. Some rare specimens display doubling in the lettering or date, while others feature unique die cracks that set them apart. These era coins can fetch significantly higher prices, making them a favorite among serious numismatists. Additionally, uncirculated examples with flawless strikes and original brilliance are considered treasures in the collecting community. This coin serves as a tangible link to a critical moment in American history. In 1945, the world witnessed the end of World War II, marking the beginning of a new era of global leadership for the United States. As the nation celebrated victory and soldiers returned home, pennies like the 1945 D circulated through a rapidly growing economy, used in daily transactions that symbolized the country's strength and prosperity. Owning one of these coins today is like holding a piece of history, a reminder of the resilience and determination that defined an entire generation. Now comes the most exciting part: the true value of this extraordinary coin. If you are lucky enough to possess a high-grade, Well-preserved 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny with sharp details and its original luster, its worth reaches an astonishing $169,000. Top 5. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D mint mark is a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, a small yet powerful artifact from a time of great economic growth and post-war recovery. Struck at the Denver Mint, this penny represents the resilience and optimism of the American people as they stepped into a new decade filled with promise and innovation. Though seemingly just an ordinary coin, this particular year and mint mark hold a special place in the world of collectors due to its rarity and pristine condition. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat Penny series was introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was a groundbreaking moment in U.S. coinage history, as Lincoln became the first real person to be featured on an American coin. The obverse of the 1950 D penny proudly displays his right-facing portrait, with the word Liberty to the left and the year 1950, accompanied by the D mint mark to the right. Above Lincoln's head, the motto, "In God We Trust," stands as a testament to the values of the nation. Turning to the reverse, the design remains classic and elegant, with two stylized wheat stalks framing the words, 1 cent, and United States of America. At the top, the phrase, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one, signifies national unity. This simple yet iconic design remained in circulation until 1958, when the Lincoln Memorial reverse replaced it. The 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted during a time of economic stability and rapid technological advancements. The U.S. was emerging as a global superpower, and industries were booming. Millions of these pennies were produced and widely circulated, making them a common sight in everyday transactions. However, as with all coins, only a small fraction survived in mint state condition, making high-grade specimens incredibly rare and valuable. Collectors and numismatists are always on the lookout for exceptional examples of the 1950 D Wheat Penny, especially those with sharp details and their original red luster. Over the years, various errors and die varieties have been discovered, adding to the excitement of collecting this coin. Some specimens exhibit doubling in the lettering, while others may have die cracks or other unique characteristics that increase their desirability. These variations make each coin a unique treasure, with some commanding significantly higher prices in auctions. This coin is more than just a collectible, it's a tangible piece of history. In 1950, America was experiencing a period of great change, from the early stages of the Cold War to the rise of consumer culture. Pennies like the 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Penny played a role in the everyday lives of people, exchanged in stores, banks, and businesses across the country. Today, holding one of these coins is like holding a small fragment of that past, a reminder of the era that shaped the modern world. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the true value of this exceptional coin. If you happen to own a well-preserved, high-grade 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Penny with brilliant luster and sharp details, its worth reaches an astonishing $158,000. Top 6. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D mint mark is a fascinating piece of American coinage, carrying the legacy of one of the most iconic coin designs in U.S. history. Minted in Denver, this penny reflects an era of post-war prosperity and economic expansion in the United States. Though millions were struck, only a handful have survived in pristine condition, making this particular coin highly sought after by collectors. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, breaking away from the traditional allegorical figures that had previously adorned American currency. The obverse of the 1951 D penny features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, accompanied by the inscriptions, Liberty, to the left and the date, 1951, with the D mint mark to the right. Above Lincoln's head, the phrase, In God We Trust, is prominently displayed, symbolizing the nation's values. On the reverse side, the design remains true to Brenner's original vision, featuring two wheat stalks flanking the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. The Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, arches across the top, representing national unity. This classic design remained on the penny until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. The 1951 D penny was struck at a time when America was experiencing tremendous growth. The country was still adjusting to the changes brought by World War II, and new industries were emerging. Millions of these pennies entered circulation, passing through the hands of countless Americans in their daily lives. However, as time passed, many of these coins became worn, making high-quality, uncirculated specimens increasingly rare and valuable. For collectors, finding a well-preserved 1951 D Wheat penny is a true prize. Coins that have retained their original red luster and sharp details are especially desirable. Over the years, certain errors and die varieties have been identified, further increasing the interest in this coin. Some examples exhibit doubled lettering, die cracks, or off-center strikes, which add to their uniqueness and appeal. Beyond its monetary value, the 1951 D Lincoln Wheat penny serves as a historical artifact, offering a glimpse into a time of economic stability and national progress. Every coin has a story to tell, and this one is no exception. From the factory workers who received it in their paychecks to the children who saved it in their piggy banks, this penny was once an everyday part of American life. Today, it stands as a reminder of an era that shaped the modern world. And now, the most exciting part: the value of this extraordinary coin. If you happen to own a well-preserved, high-grade 1951 D Lincoln Wheat penny with full details and brilliant luster, its worth reaches an astonishing $158,000. Top 7. The 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny with the D mint mark is a remarkable piece of American numismatic history. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin belongs to the iconic Lincoln Wheat penny series, which has captivated collectors and historians for over a century. The penny, though common in its time, has become a valuable and sought-after treasure due to its rarity and pristine condition. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature an actual historical figure, a groundbreaking move that set a precedent for future American coinage. The obverse of the 1952 D penny prominently features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, his stoic expression symbolizing strength and leadership. The inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," accompany the portrait, along with the year 1952, and the small but significant D mint mark below it, indicating its Denver origin. Flipping the coin over, the reverse side showcases the classic wheat stalk design that gives this series its name. Two curved wheat ears frame the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, while the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, stretches across the top. This design remained a staple of U.S. currency until 1959, when the Lincoln Memorial replaced it to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The early 1950s were a transformative period for the United States. With the Korean War in progress and the post-World War II economic boom continuing, millions of these pennies were produced and used in everyday transactions. However, as years passed, most of these coins endured heavy circulation, resulting in significant wear and tear. Finding a 1952 D penny in pristine, uncirculated condition today is an extraordinary challenge. Collectors and numismatists are particularly drawn to high-grade specimens with sharp details, full mint luster, and minimal wear. Coins that exhibit unique errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, are even more valuable. Such variations make each discovery an exciting moment for those passionate about rare coins. Beyond its physical appeal, the 1952 D Lincoln Wheat penny represents a tangible link to the past. It tells the story of an era when a penny could buy a piece of candy or a newspaper, a time when America was evolving into a global superpower. Every coin carries with it the history of those who once held it, making it more than just a piece of metal. It is a witness to history. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value of this incredible coin. A well-preserved, high-grade 1952 D Lincoln Wheat Penny with exceptional detail and brilliant luster can reach an astonishing $156,000. Top 8. The 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D mint mark is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, holding a special place among collectors and enthusiasts. Struck at the Denver Mint, this penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This coin, while common in its era, has become a sought-after collectible due to its historical significance, rarity and pristine condition, and unique characteristics that set it apart from the millions of pennies that were minted that year. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny features the enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has remained a staple of U.S. coinage for over a century. The image of Lincoln, with his thoughtful gaze and strong features, symbolizes leadership, perseverance, and national unity. The inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," accompany his portrait, along with the year 1953, and the small but crucial D mint mark below the date, indicating that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, the design showcases two stylized wheat stalks encircling the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. Above these words, the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, is inscribed, translating to, out of many one, a nod to the unity of the American people. This simple yet iconic design remained unchanged for 5 decades before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The early 1950s were a time of transformation in America. The Korean War had just ended, and the country was experiencing significant economic growth. During this period, coins played an essential role in everyday transactions, from purchasing a loaf of bread to getting a newspaper at the corner stand. Millions of 1953 D pennies were produced, and most entered circulation immediately, experiencing years of wear and tear. Today, finding a well-preserved example of this coin is a rare and thrilling discovery for collectors. What makes a 1953 D penny particularly valuable is its condition. Coins that have retained their original mint luster, sharp details, and flawless surfaces are the most sought after. Even minor variations, such as double dies, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes, can elevate the desirability and value of a coin. Collectors carefully examine each penny for these rare features, hoping to uncover a hidden gem among ordinary pocket change. Beyond its numismatic appeal, this coin holds deep historical significance. It represents an era of American optimism, industrial progress, and a growing middle class. Holding a 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is like holding a piece of history, a tangible connection to the millions of hands that once exchanged it for goods and services. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the value of this extraordinary coin. A high-grade, exceptionally well-preserved 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny with sharp details and brilliant luster can reach an astounding $155,000. Top 9. The 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D mint mark is a remarkable piece of American coinage that continues to capture the interest of collectors and numismatic enthusiasts. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin belongs to the historic Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which was introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The series remained in circulation for 50 years, making it one of the most iconic and recognizable coins in American history. While millions of these pennies were minted, finding one in exceptional condition is a rarity, making it highly valuable among collectors. Designed by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the 1954 D Lincoln Wheat Penny features a timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln. His profile is detailed and expressive, reflecting the respect and admiration the nation holds for its 16th president. The inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," are prominently displayed, along with the year 1954, and the all-important D mint mark, which signifies that this particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Flipping the coin over, the reverse side presents the classic wheat penny design, with two curved wheat stalks framing the inscriptions, 1 cent and United States of America. Above them, the Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one, represents the unity of the American people. This design remained unchanged until 1959, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. The 1950s were a transformative decade for the United States. The post-war economy was booming, suburban communities were expanding, and technological advancements were reshaping everyday life. Coins like the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny were used daily in transactions, making high-grade examples rare finds today. Most pennies from this era have experienced significant wear, and only a handful have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. For collectors, the value of a 1954 penny depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and any unique characteristics such as minting errors. Coins with sharp details, a flawless surface, and full original luster command the highest prices in the numismatic market. Varieties such as repunched mint marks, double dies, or off-center strikes can further enhance a coin's desirability, making it a treasure among collectors. Beyond its monetary worth, this coin carries historical significance. It represents a time of progress and optimism in America, when the nation was establishing itself as a global superpower. Owning a well-preserved 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny is like holding a piece of history in your hands, a tangible connection to a bygone era. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the astonishing value of this coin. A high-grade, exceptionally preserved 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny can reach an impressive $151,500. Top 10. The 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D mint mark is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, a coin that represents the final years of the beloved Wheat Penny series. Struck at the Denver Mint, this penny carries the legacy of a design that had been in circulation since 1909, when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Though millions of these coins were minted, only a select few have survived in pristine condition, making them highly sought after by collectors today. Designed by the renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny features an iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. His detailed profile reflects strength and leadership, a tribute to one of America's greatest presidents. Surrounding the image are the inscriptions, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the date, 1957, with the D mint mark just below, indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint. Turning the coin over reveals the classic reverse design featuring two stylized wheat stalks, which give the wheat penny its name. The inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America are prominently displayed between the curved wheat stalks, while the Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, arches above, symbolizing the unity of the nation. This design remained unchanged until 1959, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The year 1957 was an era of change and progress in the United States. The country was experiencing post-war prosperity, the space race was beginning, and American culture was evolving rapidly. Coins like the 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny were used in everyday transactions, from buying a newspaper to paying for a soda at a local diner. However, because these pennies were so widely circulated, finding one in exceptional condition today is a rarity. For collectors, the value of a 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny is determined by several factors, including its condition, rarity, and any unique characteristics such as minting errors. Coins that have been preserved in uncirculated condition, with sharp details and original luster, can command significant prices in the numismatic market. Additionally, varieties such as repunched mint marks or double dies add even more intrigue and desirability among collectors. Beyond its monetary worth, this coin holds historical significance. It represents the end of an era, the final years before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial design. For those who appreciate the artistry and history of American coinage, owning a well-preserved 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny is like holding a small but powerful piece of the past. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the astonishing value of this coin. A high-grade, exceptionally preserved 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny can reach an impressive $147,500. Top 11. The 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is one of the final coins from an iconic series that spanned nearly 5 decades in American numismatics. This coin represents the end of an era, as it was the last year the beloved Wheat Penny design was minted before transitioning to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use mint marks during this period, this penny is a cherished piece among collectors, not only for its historical significance but also for its potential rarity in high-grade conditions. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny features a striking portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. This design, first introduced in 1909, was revolutionary at the time, as it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person rather than symbolic imagery. Lincoln's profile is accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above his head, "Liberty," to the left, and the year, 1958, to the right. The absence of a mint mark signifies that this coin was struck in Philadelphia. On the reverse, the two iconic wheat stalks frame the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, with the Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, arched above. This simple yet elegant design served as a reminder of national unity and agricultural prosperity. The wheat penny design had been a staple in American currency since its introduction, and its departure in 1959 marked a major shift in coinage aesthetics. The 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny comes from a time when the United States was experiencing rapid economic growth, scientific advancement, and cultural change. This was the dawn of the space age, with NASA being established that same year. It was also a time when the penny was still widely used in daily transactions, making well-preserved specimens from this era even rarer today. For collectors, the value of a 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny depends on its condition, rarity, and any potential minting errors. Coins in circulated condition are common and typically hold nominal value. However, those that have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition with full luster and sharp details are highly sought after. Special varieties, such as double die errors, can make certain coins even more valuable, attracting numismatists who specialize in rare and unique pieces. The legacy of the wheat penny is one of endurance and significance. While the series ended with the 1958 mintage, its impact on American coinage remains. It continues to be a favorite among collectors, historians, and those who appreciate the artistry of vintage U.S. coins. Owning a well-preserved 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny is like owning a tangible piece of history, a small yet powerful artifact that connects us to the past. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the extraordinary value of this coin. A high-grade, exceptionally preserved 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny can reach an astonishing $143,500.